Baldwin School District is Baldwin's largest business with revenues of $135 million. Its business model has always been to press parents for annual tax hikes and pressure state representatives for significant additional state aid. Counting star, state aid is over $40 million, one-third of our budget. Before the pandemic, New York State, your sugar daddy, was running a $6 billion budget deficit. Estimated state aid cuts are now 20%, an $8 million shortfall. Baldwin's cost per student is twice or three times what other school districts across the state and country spend to educate their students. Iowa, Arizona, and Minnesota send their students to the finest universities and have good schools, good teachers, and fine services. Long Island is an outlier, with the highest taxes and the highest paid educators in the USA. Baldwin School District is an adequate school district in the bottom quarter of Nassau County schools. Our achievement levels and standing have continuously dropped for the past 30 years. We are firmly supported by a cohort of bottom-level schools. These past 6 years, the Malvern School District, with similar demographics, has leapfrogged Baldwin in achievement metrics. Dr. Cami self-congratulated herself for her e-learning preparedness and pivot. Here are some suggestions for the budget shortfalls that the board and Dr. Robinson are not prepared for. Number one, don't hide behind the tri-borough amendment. Everything is negotiable all the time. 150 pink slips might encourage the educators to make concessions that will save the jobs of their colleagues. In New York, mass layoffs need timely notice. The lowest hanging contract fruit is the accumulated 6-day costs. That's the place to start with contract clawbacks. Our educators never felt the Great Recession of 2008. The board immunized them financially. Just the Baldwin community suffered greatly. 2, as I advised 3 years ago, reduce your foreign language program to just Spanish. That would have already saved you $5 million. With 25% of our students being of Spanish heritage, that's a win to our back. The synergy of the entire school district population immersed in Spanish will aid our ENL students. Dismiss the ENL director. Replace him with a part-time Spanish teacher. 3, all classes in high school need to enroll 30 students, just like the elementary schools. Your curriculum needs to be pruned significantly. Baldwin is a bottom quarter school district, not a junior college wannabe. Our very expensive teachers need full classrooms to improve their productivity. 4, the HR superintendent is a new position added after Dr. Kathy Weiss royally screwed up. Don't expect Dr. Cami to recommend the elimination of her BFF's position. 5, we have 3 small elementary schools whose principals each earn the equivalent of the Meadows School principal, who supervises 3 times the staff. The Milburn School was once run by the Steele School principal. Have 1 rotating principal supervise the 3 small schools. Dismiss the other 2 excess principals. Basically, the educators will have to save their colleagues. The taxpayers and the Baldwin community have not been served well by the school board, but you have served your educated colleagues very well. Congratulations. If it were not a state-sponsored monopoly, the Baldwin School District would have bankrupted long ago. The private schools on Long Island don't pay nearly so well. Good teachers are plentiful and available. The marketplace would have corrected your mistakes and misallocation. Your school districts account for 70% of local property taxes and 16% of New York State taxes. The school districts have given Nassau County a dubious reputation, have inflated our utility bills, and have driven up the cost of local goods and services. Grand Avenue is not very grand, as the only development which can afford your taxes are churches and national chains. The board's contract malfeasance wouldn't be picked up by auditors, and the administration is not blameless with its unproductive scheduling and hires. To the great detriment of the Baldwin community, the Baldwin School District is the largest and worst-run business in town. Your largesse, though, has been of great benefit to Boynton Beach, Carnival Cruises, and Caravan Tours. Congratulations to our Baldwin School Board.